Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca. It is Thursday, aka my Friday. This is usually when I start my Sunday resets. Typically I will get them all done. It's beautiful. I went for a run, so I look a little crazy. It was so nice. It's gonna be like, oh thank you, it's gonna be like 100 degrees the next few days, so that's not gonna happen. The boys, I'm a stay-at-home mom of two. I have two little boys. They are up and at 'em early, so we are getting our day started. I'm making pancakes for my husband and my son. One of them eats them, one of them doesn't. I pulled out some ground beef and enchilada sauce. So I just, let me let you all down. Let me just set you guys out. I pulled out some ground beef, enchilada sauce, and beans. I'm gonna throw that in the crock pot usually around like noon. It'll be great. They're talking to their dad through the window. He's watering the grass. We are putting some grass seed in the front. I'm gonna bring you guys along with my day. I'm actually probably gonna do all of my Sunday reset today. We have a lot going on this weekend, and I honestly, my house is just like in disarray. Bedding needs to be done. Almost burning. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my home. This is just everyday mom life. A little bit of everything sprinkled in with a ton of cleaning motivation. If you are returning, thank you again for coming back and spending your morning with me. I'm gonna get breakfast started, wrap up the kitchen, and then we'll move on into the day.
You came to this place to hide away in the dark. You tell yourself you need to move on, but one night in the shadows can ease your broken heart. They turn the volume up, you shut your mind. Wanna escape your thoughts for a little while, but when you close your eyes, I'm by your side, I'm by your side, right? You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over, but you see my face on all the strangers though, so are you sure that it's over? When you close your eyes, I'm by your side, babe. When you close your eyes, I'm on your mind, babe. You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over. Drown yourself in the smoke, babe. You came to this place to hide away for a while, but we both know that when it gets late, one call away and then you are spending the night.
So this is what a typical morning looks like for us after homeschool. The kitchen and the dining room table are an absolute mess. My kids are getting older. We used to do a lot of homeschool on the floor and on the little lap tables that we have. And I think it's a little bit more towards like fall and winter. We tend to just be like a little bit more cozy and we'll sit on the floor and do school and things like that. But during the summertime, it's warmer. The kids are at the table a lot doing Play-Doh, coloring, sensory activities, all that stuff. So I tend to just reset the kitchen after school's done. I used to do dishes and everything, wrap up breakfast, put away all the dishes from the night before we started school, and it just delayed our day. Our kids are really early risers and our house is just moving and going. So for me, I just find it easier to wait until they're either having a little bit of screen time while I clean the kitchen, or if they're, you know, playing in their room or playing right below me outside of the island. My kids are always in that little area or on the carpet behind the sofa. So it just makes it easier. Let me know down below if you reset your kitchen once throughout the day, or if you do it like me multiple times a day. I find that I'm a little bit less overwhelmed when I can function in a semi-clean space. Is the kitchen 100%? Absolutely not. I will not do the floors until the very last part of the evening, right after dinner. Then I know that the kitchen is completely shut down, but at least the dishes are not piled in the sink. I know for sure that that just kind of makes me feel like I'm already behind and having to make another meal.
When you close your eyes, I'm by your side, I'm by your side, right? You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over, but you see my face on all the strangers. We've had this conversation, and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall. And every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you?
So the sink needed to be desperately scrubbed out. I feel like there was just so much going on in the sink today, and this is a dish scrubber that I bought a long time ago. I used it for a little while, maybe about a week or two. It was not scrubbing the dishes, like cups and things like that, the way that I prefer. So it is now the designated sink scrubber. I'm the only one that does dishes in my house. I prefer to have my kitchen to myself. My husband knows that, and it's a great agreement. So everybody knows this is solely only to scrub out the sink. I'm gonna go ahead and get some really, really hot soapy water. Anytime I hand mop my floors, I make sure that the water is as hot as possible. Just plain old Dawn dish soap, that is my absolute favorite. The platinum one, to be exact. I feel like that soap cuts grease like no other, and I'm sure we all know that. Taking a little break while the water cools down just a little bit so I don't burn my hand. I've definitely done that before. I was giving this to my husband to see if he liked any of the smells. Sometimes a lot of the cleaners with maybe like an oil or an herb are a little bit strong, and we have a few people in the house that are not so keen on super strong smells. One of them is myself, so I clean a lot with vinegar and dish soap and baking soda. It just is a very low, mild fragrance. So I found this kit at Costco. If you caught one of my latest videos, it was like under $5. I've never tried Grove before. This is not sponsored. This is just a genuine review. I was really intrigued, honestly, for the glass bottle. And it came with 4 refillable cleaners. One of them was the lavender, and then this orange rosemary, I think. I thought they were on clearance, you guys, because it said floor cleaner, but it was a multi-purpose refillable. Little did I know that you can actually change, so I'm super impressed by this bottle. Let me know down below if you've ever tried Grove. What are your favorite cleaners? I will say that in an upcoming video, I've been using this for like 2 or 3 days. I used it on the stove today. I'll explain later. It is a little bit of a heavier cleaner. I'm not too keen on, but it smells really great, so we'll see as time goes on. I do need to get some stains out of one of my son's sports uniforms, and this is my all-time absolute favorite stain remover. You literally spray it on, and then within seconds, you can see it in this video, the stains are lifted. You literally have to do no work. The only trick is once you see the stain, you need to spray it immediately. So anytime my kids stain their clothes, except for mud, I cannot get mud out of my son's t-shirts. Dirt pies are like a whole thing in the backyard right now. So I'm going to spray these down, let them sit, and then I will bring the laundry out from the night before, put the other load in the dryer, and then I will start another load. You'll see later that I'm actually folding 4 loads today. So if you get anything out of this video, just get some laundry motivation, throw a load in the washer right now, fold a load that you have sitting in your laundry basket for the last 3 days, let me know. Pancakes this morning, and I dropped some of the actual cooked pancake crumbs between the stove and the like dishwasher cabinet. We actually don't use our dishwasher, it's unplugged. We've never even used this before, but it drives me nuts. I don't like crumbs behind appliances. It just is one of my pet peeves, and I'm constantly pulling out the stove to vacuum behind it. So I had to do that really quickly. It wasn't that bad. I have cleaned behind here. I want to say about a month ago, I actually like mopped back there, and I try my best to get any of those crumbs. If you have any recommendations of those things that go in between the stove and the counter, let me know down below. It's one of those things you think about all the time when you're cooking. but when you're online or in the store, you never remember to purchase. So I'm gonna try this cleaner on the stove. You guys will see me kind of like smell the paper towel. It's very strong. It's a really, I don't want to say slimy cleaner, but it is one of those heavier cleaners that you can actually feel the residue on your fingers, and the smell went through the paper towel. So I used paper towel. I opted for that just to make sure. I don't like my cleaning rags to smell like a particular scent. So if I do continue to use this cleaner, it's definitely something that I will use with a disposable like paper towel or microfiber rags that I'm not too keen on keeping, or ones that are a little bit older. So it does work well. I got a lot of the grease off of the stove and it smells great. I just don't like the residue that it leaves on the actual countertops and on my table. So if you have any recommendations, again, from Grove, I would love to know. Leave them down below. I'm going to go ahead and finish hand mopping the kitchen. This is a little bit of a quick hand mop. The floors weren't too bad, but they definitely needed to be touched up. And like I mentioned before, I take this time to pay attention to the baseboards, any of the chair legs, and then also the table legs. If you have toddlers, you know, or just life in general, things get dirty, and it's kind of like a bird's eye view, but you're just a little bit closer.
It's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? Help me the way I help you. Oh yeah, the way I help you. Why don't you help me the way I help you? Don't have to save.
At this hour, it was almost, I think it was around 11, and the kids were so excited to go outside. My boys were extremely patient while mommy was cleaning in the morning. I promised that we would have a picnic outside, take a break from cleaning, so I threw dinner together. I am using my Crockpot, and I have the option to saute in the Crockpot, which is such a win for me. It's literally a one-pot dinner. So I just quickly browned the ground beef. We use about only 1 pound of ground beef. Our family is pretty small. My kids are super little. I used 1 can of black beans, and then I used our favorite enchilada sauce, the one that I showed you earlier in the morning. We always have beans on hand, always have enchilada sauce and ground beef in the freezer. So it's one of those dinners. It's literally something you can throw and go, and you can put it on tortillas for tacos. You can make nachos, you can make burritos, you can make anything with this mixture. You can literally just use any kind of sauce, any kind of protein or bean, and dinner's done. The options are endless. I love this Crockpot. I've had it for a few months now, and honestly, I hardly ever turn on my stove unless I'm cooking breakfast, which I'm starting to cook in here. So it's just one of those things that I love when I have super busy days like this where I'm doing a ton of housework. I love to just get dinner in the Crockpot, usually by noon. And it's one less thing that I have to worry about, and it's something that I know everybody loves. Let me know what your favorite Crockpot dinners are for the summertime.
Knew from the first time I saw ya, you were not like the others. A cool kind of melody. You rattled my cage without warning, kept it up right till the morning. A new kind of ecstasy. You found a different different side of me, yeah. You'll find a different side of me, like someone pretty neat. A different side of me, yeah.
We have made it back inside. It is currently probably like 80 something degrees outside. It's beautiful, but it's so warm. I'm sorry for this lighting. Back inside, it is just today's wash day, so excuse my hair. And I apologize for this lighting. It's a massive glare. We were outside for quite some time. It is now 1:10 and I got mostly everything in the kitchen done. Dinner smells amazing. This is like a true, this is a true like 15-minute dinner that I count on every week. It's literally some variation of any type of meat, a bean, and some sort of like enchilada sauce or some sort of sauce that I can throw in the crock pot. I'm turning on my coffee machine. I'm gonna make another shot of espresso. I'm trying not to drink as many cups of coffee during the day, so I'm trying to do one in the morning and then one in the afternoon. So I'm gonna tackle the laundry because I also need to vacuum, finish the hall tree. I want to oil the chairs and oil the buffet. Probably not the buffet, probably just the dining room chairs. They desperately need to be oiled. Also thinking of chalk painting those chairs like an off-white, and I want to do underneath the table almost like a sage green, but it's like lighter than that. So that's a whole project in itself. I'm trying to find the right color. It's so yellow tone, it just picks up all the yellow in the walls, and I want like some light and bright airy. There's nothing wrong with our table at all. It's been in my husband's family, gosh, he sat at it when he was little, and now our kids are sitting on it, so it's probably around 30 some odd years. I don't know. The chairs I found at an antique store. I did that probably last year, really close by. I think I got all 4 of them for $100, really inexpensive. They're super solid. They're definitely not forever chairs, but I love the style. They're just square. There's nothing wrong with them, but they are also just brown. I feel like I'm living in a sea of brown. So minimal projects inside because we are dumping so much time and money and effort. Honestly, it's just the budget is a backyard this year, so anything done inside is going to be super minimal and like on a tight budget because we have other priorities back there. This is a tangent. I'm gonna make my coffee. I'm super tired, but I honestly I want to relax tomorrow. It's like our fun Friday at school where the kids just kind of have a day. They do whatever they see fit. We learn through play, and we usually do like an outing in the morning. It's super hot and I'm already just like in that mode to clean. So I'm gonna make some coffee. Just thought I would check in with you guys, make coffee. I have the kids bedding in the dryer, so once that's done I can finally make their beds, just vacuum in there. I'm not doing any cleaning in their room. I did that last week. I will tackle their bathroom as well. And I think that'll be all. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do mine in my husband's bathroom, but I shall try. So if I can get all that in here. Our house is not that large. Our house is just under like 1,500 square feet, so it's a relatively smaller space. It doesn't take too long to clean, but when you factor in taking breaks to make meals and clean up the messes from those meals and do school, homeschool, you know, take care of other household motherly duties, and kids are watching Mickey. We just came in from outside. So when you factor in all of those things, it takes a while to upkeep your home. So just a little piece of advice, when you are taking care of your home, doesn't matter the size of your home, the state of your home, give yourself grace, take the breaks that you need to take just to get things done. Everything doesn't have to be all done in, a 3 or 4 hour string of things. I'm looking at an empty meal plan up there. I need to figure out what we're eating tomorrow and the next day. So give yourself grace, tackle what you can, step away, come back, turn on some good music. I say that in like every video, but literally music is my sanity when I'm cleaning. So let's get back to it.
No stop signs, counting down till we take flight. It's how you make me feel. Yeah, let's calling sick and be lazy. I'm all for doing what's crazy, 'cause you make it real, yeah. You'll find a different side of me, the one I'd like to be, a different side of me, yeah, yeah. You'll find a different side of me, like someone pretty neat, a different side of me, yeah, yeah. You're changing me, day by day got me shedding skin. The layers are peeled away, got me moving through time and space. Your magic can't be erased, can't be erased. You'll find a different side of me, the one I'd like to be, a different side of me, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so laundry's done. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly make the boys' beds, vacuum, and then move on into their bathroom. So it's summertime, there's no need to throw a heavy comforter on the kids' bed. There's just, honestly, it's just another thing that I'll have to wash and it'll get tossed around on the floor at night. So I just keep top sheets on their beds and it works out great. This is the new bedding that we actually purchased for the bunk beds. We're in the middle of transitioning our youngest into that bed, and I just see no need to buy another set of summer bedding for this toddler bed when we're not going to be using it in the next few weeks. So we're just using the bedding that he'll eventually use on his larger bed, and you know what, it works just fine. So I'm going to make their beds and then vacuum, pick up a little bit, and then we'll move into the bathroom. When we redo their room, I'll show the bedding. It's super cute. It's reversible. I think Costco has it on their website all the time. It was an amazing price, and honestly, the comforters are so well made. So I'm pretty sure those will last us for some time. I throw everything on the top bunk. Our kids play up there. It's kind of like their extra play space at the moment. I'm gonna go ahead and start folding laundry. You guys, this is just, I don't know what happened. I have laundry coming out of my ears, and I had no other choice but to just sit, bunker down, and literally just fold laundry. It took about maybe 30 minutes, but it was definitely like 4 different loads. So if you're folding laundry with me, then let's just get through this mountain and hopefully it won't pile up again. Okay guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this whole house reset. We got quite a bit done. I hope that this gives you some motivation to tackle that big to-do list. I had quite a bit to get done, and I will say that I feel super productive going into the start of the week. I know that majority of my home is tackled, and honestly it will be easier for me to upkeep during the week. I don't know about you, but I know that when I start a new week and I've got majority of my list done, I feel so much better waking up on Sunday and Monday. So don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. I would love it if you became part of this community. Don't forget to say hello down below. And thank you again for spending any portion of your day with me today. It really means the world to me that you even click on these videos and spend time with me. I love hanging out with you guys. I will see you in tomorrow's video.